Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So actually, I'd like to invite everyone to sit back and relax while we start today's webinar. So I hope everyone is doing fine. Kasi I know that it's rainy outside, right? So I hope everyone is dry and safe. So for today, actually, we have a very exciting webinar today, back to back, because yesterday we also had a webinar. But for today's webinar, I'd like to invite a special guest. So this special guest has 9 years of experience investing in the Philippine stock market, handling multi-millions already. So this person is a very seasoned investor na. And also, she's also growing her social media channel. So she's a content creator advocating for passive income investing with 41,000 followers on Facebook, 33,000 on TikTok, and 4,100 on Instagram. Also, so I'd like to invite to the stage Ms. Trina Sardenia. So, Ms. Trina, please say hi to our audience.
Hello everyone! Hello to my followers and hello to my snowballers and to the Dragonfly users na nandito.
All right. Kumusta ka naman, Trina? How was your day today?
Okay naman, I was looking at plus kanina, but ayun, I'm pretty excited about this webinar kasi it's a different topic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love it how you're also advocating for dividend investing because that's where our ethos din kasi talaga.
Yes. And I have been advocating for it since last year when I started my content, but I really started talaga third quarter of 2023. So, um, welcome everyone to Madiscarding Investor. Itong class natin today, I'm gonna teach you how to build investing portfolios that pay the bills. So, Aaron, I can start na, no?
Yep, go ahead. Actually, later I'll
Okay.
be chiming in as well na lang throughout the slide.
Okay. Great, great. Okay, so usapang pera to. Okay, kasi when we talk of investments, it's all about growing our money. Okay, and what will take you from being a normie to an extraordinary normie is really what you know about money, okay, or your money education. Yan yung education na hinahanap natin after school kasi a lot of the things that we need to learn how to grow our money, hindi naman natin lahat nakuha sa school. Okay, so I'm very excited kasi yung mga Gen Zs, they're very proactive. Okay, so even yung sa Dragonfly team, there's a lot of Gen Zs there. Sobrang proactive nila in getting this education across to a lot of people. Okay, so lahat naman tayo natuto na mag-ipon at gumastos. Okay, and our very first education pagdating sa pera started when we received our first allowance sa school. So with that, natuto tayo mag-ipon at gumastos. Okay, and yung popular narrative surrounding it, di ba, puro budgeting, di ba, yung wag naman 99% ng kinikita mo napupunta lang sa yan mga gastusin. Okay, but if that's all you know, okay, let's say hindi ka gumraduate sa framework na yon, alam mo lang is mag-save at gumastos, 'di ba? It will take you, let's say makaipon ka ng 3,000 pesos per month, it will take you 28 years to be a millionaire. Okay, if you can save 5,000 pesos per month, it will take you 17 years. And if makaraos ka, let's say 10,000 pesos per month, kaya mo, it will take you 9 years. Okay? And that is 9 years of our most precious resource, which is time. Okay? Kasi swerte na tayo if we umabot tayo sa 10 decades of our life. Okay? So 2.5 years of our life, we already spent it in school, and the law will force all of us to retire by 65 years old. Okay? So kung isipin natin, we only have 4 decades to build the life that we want. Okay? So, again, if hindi tayo gagraduate sa framework na yon, nang alam lang natin gawin sa pera ay ipunin at gastusin, we trap ourselves in this broke cycle na yung inipon mo ng sobrang tagal, ginastos mo, iipunin mo na naman, gagastusin mo, and yan, that is the broke cycle. Okay, so the next level is when you know how to invest your money because this is our way of paying ourselves. Okay, kumbaga sa pinaghirapan nating pera, susweldo tayo dun sa pinaghirapan nating pera. Okay? And when you use your investments to pay for your expenses, okay, kahit partially lang, yan, that's when you get to keep a lot of your money. Okay? So the Dragonfly advantage is, or at least what I like about Dragonfly, may tatlong features siya. Okay? So number one, you have access to individual stocks. And number two, meron kang access sa Manulife funds. And I'll explain later why that's a great thing. And then, just recently, they launched yung multiple accounts. Now, that's very important kasi before Dragonfly, parang parang chop suey yung mga portfolio ng mga tao. Nakahalo yung passive income nila, nakahalo yung trading um, stocks nila for trading lang, and it gets confusing. Tapos parang mag-open ka pa ng separate account if you want to separate your portfolio. So medyo hassle siya before. Okay, but thanks to Dragonfly, pinadali nila one login, tapos pwedeng doon ka na gumawa ng separate portfolios. Okay? So, why build wealth dito sa Philippine stock market? Okay, so, itong stock market natin, it's a way to own pieces of legitimate businesses. Okay, so refresher lang yan. Okay, but ang maganda doon, hindi ikaw yung gumawa ng dirty work na ikaw yung nagbenta ng products and services niya. You just get to be a part owner. Okay, and you can start with whatever amount you have. And because these are real businesses with real products and services na licensed by the SEC and the BIR, dito talaga posible yung passive income. Okay? Kasi as a part owner of a business, yan yung share mo sa kinikita nun. Okay? Na maganda din dito is may full control tayo over the gains and the risks. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi naman natin makokontrol kung anong mangyari sa mundo, but we can control yung gains and losses natin. Okay? And the best part about it is napakadaling i-withdraw ng pera. Okay? Because again, yung goal natin is to let your investments pay for your expenses. Okay? So kailangan yung gains ng investments, madali lang din i-withdraw. Okay? So dito sa stock market, that is very true. Okay? So again, if you're a beginner, ito yung mga examples of companies that you can be a part owner of. Diba? Yan yung mga brands na ginagamit nyo rin. Brands na, yan yung banks nyo, yung kuryente nyo, yan, si Jollibee, yung telcos. Okay? So, yan, mga richest tycoons natin. Okay? But,
Actually, Trina, just wanted
yes,
to add something, sorry. Because you mentioned about how stocks dapat parang they're very good because it's easy to withdraw them, right? So,
yes.
sobrang ganda ng liquidity nila. Because I've been talking to some clients din na nag-i-invest sa mga real estate, lupa, ganyan. And one of their problems talaga, if pag kailangan nila ng cash, it will take them a few weeks or a few months before they get to sell their houses or their land or real estate, diba? Tapos marami pang mga documents na asikasuhin. And so what they will do is a fire sale nila. So, instead of selling it at the fair market price right now, ibibenta nila at like 10 or 20% lower. So yun
Tama.
lang.
Okay, so tama ka dun. Yan, very important din. And yun nga yung favorite aspect ko din about stocks is it's very liquid. So kapag mag-iba yung ihip ng hangin, mag-iba yung market conditions, ang dali lang ibenta ng shares mo. Okay? So going back, yan yung top 30 blue chip companies natin, but we have more than 280 plus you can choose to invest in. And I get it. That is an added complexity kasi hindi naman lahat ng 280 plus companies bagay sa'yo. Okay? So, at least in this way, with this class, matulungan ko kayo na mag-imagine kung ano yung mga stocks na pwede sa gusto nyong i-build. Okay? Now, what again na maganda kay Dragonfly, meron din siyang access sa funds. Okay? So, ano ba tong funds? Okay, so you have si Manulife, yung fund manager. Okay, and yung funds, these are a basket of different investments. Okay, pwedeng PH stocks, PH bonds, global stocks, global bonds, and other things. Okay, tapos pipili ka lang based on your objective. Okay, na ang maganda dito is it's a great way to access PH bonds and global bonds, tsaka global stocks. Okay, kasi I'm not sure if you guys know yung process. Medyo hassle mag-invest sa bonds dito sa Philippines. Like pupunta ka pa sa bangko, mag-over the counter ka. Yan. And kapag global stocks naman, let's say US companies, kailangan may dollar account ka, mag-open ka ng isang broker, tapos you figure out mo pa paano yung nag-work yung taxes nun. Okay, but with these funds, meron tayong access doon. Okay, so yan, yung fund manager, yan si Manulife. Okay, so you have 280 plus stocks, tapos 20 funds. 'Di ba? So parang hindi naman lahat maganda for let's say ang gusto mo is to build a fund for your kid. Okay, let's say you're a parent. Okay, so yan na yung paradox of choice. Di ba minsan, ang dami nating choices, nakaka-overwhelm. So, at least with this, pwede nating i-narrow down yung choices natin. Okay? So yan. Dragonfly is introducing yung multiple accounts na isang login mo lang, pwede ka na mag-switch between the different portfolios that you have. Okay? And I'm going to be giving you ideas kung ano yung mga pwede nyong gawin na portfolios using that feature. Okay? So yung question is, saan mo muna i-dedicate yung investment portfolio mo? Okay, so we have two categories to talk about today. Meron tayong life and family foundations, and of course, meron tayong life enjoyment. Diba? So imagine nyo na, yung gains ng investments nyo, yan yung nagbe-build ng foundations ng family nyo, or pwede nyo rin gamitin for enjoyment. Okay, so important disclaimer lang, these are not recommendations, okay, but for education purposes only. Okay, so every situation is different, so take only what resonates. Okay, kumbaga, kuha kayo ng ideas dito. Kasi, for example, I'm talking about a kids portfolio, pero wala naman kayong kids. Then, di ba, you can just go to yung ibang portfolios. Okay, so let's start with the life and family foundations. Okay, I'll be starting with the Hakuna Matata portfolio kasi ito talaga yung ina-advocate ko. Okay, at my core, okay, ito talaga yung pinaka-important. So you can call it however you want. So imagine yung Dragonfly account nyo, tapos i-label nyo Hakuna Matata. Okay, so it means no worries for the rest of your days or a life where investments pay for all of your living essentials. Okay, so sa Snowball Club or sa socials ko, you would know na I refer to this as the tortoise. Okay, kasi mabagal siya, okay, pero makakarating at makakarating yan sa paroroonan niya. Okay, now syempre pupondohan natin tong portfolio. Okay, now the best capital allocation for this portfolio really depends on your monthly living expense. Okay, so I encourage you guys, you can do this right now or later kasi may recording naman to. Yan, I share this simple formula na yung monthly living expense mo, you multiply it by 12 months and you multiply it with an inflation multiplier. Okay, then you divide it by a 7% ROI. And that is the specific price tag for financial freedom for you. Okay? And madidiscover nyo na it really takes millions talaga. Okay, so let me use this example. So yung average middle class family in the Philippines, monthly living expense nila mga 40,000 pesos. Okay, so using that formula, annualize natin, and we include a 40% inflation buffer, okay, and we divide it by a 7% annual return, that's around 9.6 million. Okay, or if you round it up, mga 10M. This is why paulit-ulit ako sa content ko na usually it takes 10M or more for you to be financially free. Okay, but if yung monthly living expense mo, let's say you don't pay rent, it's lower than 40K, okay, then you need less than 10M. Okay, but yung core assumption natin is you can invest it in something that gives you a 7% ROI. Okay, so yung question in your mind should be, so saan mahanap yung mga 7% na yan? Okay, nandito yan sa stock market. Okay, so this fund, it can take many years to build. Okay, and very important na you don't go building this thinking na kailangan ikaw lang yung gagawa nito. Okay, so family members pwedeng magtulungan. Tulungan kayo ng family nyo. Okay, kasi sobrang doable niya. Okay, it's not so unrealistic na kailangan maging billionaire ka. Okay, tsaka yung mga 13th month bonus nyo, this is something you can park here. Yeah, so it starts at 10M talaga. Okay? So I don't want you to be discouraged by that price tag. Okay? Kasi you can start with whatever amount you can. Then you can snowball your way to this financial freedom target number. Okay? Kasi a lot of people open a broker account. Di ba? Ang dali lang mag-open ang broker account. Tapos pupondahan nila once and yun na yun. Okay? Not thinking na dapat may end goal ka pagdating sa investments mo. Okay? So this means if you have 10 million pesos invested with a 7% return, kahit mawalan ka ng trabaho, kahit mawalan ka ng business income, you're okay kasi you have your investments working for you. Okay?
I love what you said, Trina, about like yung Hakuna Matata or yung basically for you, financial freedom isn't the flashy things in life. No, it's not about buying expensive cars or expensive houses. To you, having financial security is much more important. Making sure
Yeah.
na tulugan ka the next day, may kakainin family mo. So, and I
Yes.
think that's a very realistic goal na Filipinos should work towards. No.
Yes. Sobrang yes. Okay, it's really not about flexing na you have a sports car or anything. It's really kahit mawalan ka ng trabaho, okay ka lang ba? Okay, and a lot of people, 'di ba, hindi pa masagot 'yon kasi nga expensive ang financial freedom. Okay? So, when I say snowballing your way to your 10M or kung whatever goal man yung based sa computation ninyo, I'm referring to the power of compound interest. Okay? So, sobrang gasgas na to. Like, paulit-ulit lang yung mga tao. Okay? But, it's true eh. Kasi, di ba, yung success mo, for you to reach your 10M goal or beyond, di ba, wag mo naman iasa sa chamba, like sa gambling. Okay? You want to use time and math in your favor. Yan yung difference ng investors. Investors use time and math. Gambling is knowing the house always wins, pero tataya ka pa din. Sakaling ikaw yung maging 0.000 something percent na special. So with compounding, let's say we have two people who start with a 50,000 pesos na invest nila. Si play it safe, niwan niya lang yun sa bank, giving him mga 2% returns per year. Okay, so over the span of 3 decades, magtutubo naman yun. Okay, but let's say we have an investor who makes 10% every year, nire-reinvest niya yung profits paulit-ulit. Okay, so without adding money to it and without withdrawing from it, yung 50,000 would snowball organically to your first million. So what more pa kung 'di ba hulug-hulugan mo yan diligently. Okay, so hindi impossible maging millionaire even if you have a day job. Kasi yan din yung mga lason minsan sa social media. Sabi nila, ay, never kaya yaman with your 9 to 5. Actually, you can. You just have to be smart about money. Okay? And that's just the small picture. Okay? Kasi the bigger picture is ito din yung isa sa mga key to building generational wealth. Okay? Kumbaga, if this is something you learn, time and math and patience, tapos ipamana mo yan, let's say sa magiging kid mo or sa kids nyo, ganyan din kung paano nila matututunang maalagaan yung pera. Okay? So, ganyan ka-powerful yung compounding. Okay? It's like an open secret. Okay? So, even ako, I do have my Hakuna Matata portfolio. I call it the snowball fund. You can call it whatever you want. Your dividend portfolio, your passive income fund. Yan, I call it my snowball fund. Okay? So, it's already earning mga 15K per month. And ako, I myself, I'm only 26% of the goal. Okay? Kasi, yan, I'm only 29. Okay? So, this is as of end of second quarter. Okay? So, medyo lumit siya kasi yung yields bumaba. Okay? But, yan, my snowball fund is making around 7.75% dividend yield. Okay? And hindi yan kino-consider na pwedeng growing yung dividend yields ko. Okay?
Trina, I have a question pala.
Yes. Yes.
What's the difference between dividend yield and yield on cost? Like on this,
Ah, ah. Okay, yung yield on cost, yan yung um if we're gonna base it on yung returns based sa original purchase ko, okay, which is nung Q3 2023. A dividend yield, okay, so trailing 12 months yung ginamit kong basis dito, is magkano yung yield na nakukuha ko net of 10% tax on cash dividends. Okay, kasi sa DivTracker, you just encode yung trades mo, okay, tapos lalagay mo lang ano yung fees na involved, tapos yun na yun. Yeah. So that is my glimpse of my snowball fund. Okay, so investment criteria that makes sense for this portfolio. Ideally, mga passive income investments ito. Okay, kasi let's say you're busy with your job, you're busy with your business. Okay, so hindi naman pwedeng nakatutok ka sa Dragonfly account mo tapos yan, medyo mahirap yun. Okay? Unless bread and butter mo talaga yung trading. Okay? Then I would go for a mix of growing dividends tsaka high return on investments. Okay? And then of course, very important din yung frequent payouts. Yeah, so where I would invest it, mga four. Okay, so number one, REITs with long-term growth potential, cash cow stocks for higher ROI, yung Manulife Gmadi Fund, and pwede rin yung pera. Okay, so let's start with REITs. Okay, ito, I always say na para siyang kanin kung plato man yung passive income investments mo. Siya yung staple. Okay, kasi dito hindi ka mag-worry kung mababayaran ka kasi guaranteed dividends yan by law. Okay, so 90% of income pinapamigay sa shareholders and we have these 8 REITs so far. Okay, so it's a mix of mga office buildings, shopping malls, tsaka yung tinatayuan na lupa ng solar panels. Okay, yan pa lang yung meron tayo. Okay, but you know, we still have a lot of REITs in the pipeline. Okay, and with yung Mercado Barkada na REIT Index, so I know he's also a part of yung creator circle ni Dragonfly. Okay, almost every day nagpo-post yan ng newsletters niya. Okay, so ito din tinitingnan ko kasi lahat ng important about REITs nandito. Nandiyan yung estimated yield mo, okay, yung current stock price, yung occupancy. Yan. So you will just need to do your own research. Okay, and one thing that's very important about REITs is lahat ng real estate assets nila, it comes from yung parent companies. Okay, so for example, si Ayala REIT, lahat ng real estate assets niyan galing kay Ayala Land. Okay, so remember, yung sinabi ko kanina, isa sa criteria, important criteria is growing dividends. So how do you ensure na growing yung dividends nung REIT na hawak mo? You have to care about what the parent company is doing. Okay, kasi again, yung cash dividends, yan yung passive income. Okay, and galing yan sa kinikita ng company, yung earnings. Okay, so for earnings to increase, di ba, yung parent company, for example, si Ayala Land, dinadagdagan ng real estate assets si A-REIT. Okay, so pwedeng doon lumalaki yung yields natin. And that's why sobrang, you know, I've been yapping about REITs since 2024, since last year. Okay, kasi yun nga, growing yung yields mo dito. Okay, now, okay, next. Yan. So we have these upcoming potential REITs. Ayan, SM REIT, hopefully mag-list yan. We also have PLDT REIT para sa mga data centers and si Alter REIT. So abangan natin yan kapag mag-list pa yung mga REITs. Okay, so after REITs, ba yung staples, we also have the cash cow stocks. Okay, and pwede nyong hanapin yan sa Dragonfly's dividend benchmark. Okay, kumbaga yan yung tinitingnan, yan yung top 15 siguro ni Dragonfly. Tama ba, Aaron? Ito yung
Yeah.
D15.
Actually, I can chime in on this one, no? So
Ah,
actually for the D15, parang yun yung shortcut niya, but the longer version is called Dragonfly Dividend Benchmark 15. Kasi ito yung list ng best 15 dividend paying stocks sa Philippines para hindi na mahirapan yung audience natin na pumili ano yung mga good dividend payers tsaka ano yung mga bad dividend payers. And so what they will do is, for example, in a month, meron silang excess money. Yung excess money na yun is split niya evenly dito sa 15 stocks na to. Tapos, passively, when they have extra money as well, dadagdagan lang nila ng dadagdagan. So parang tawag nila dito is peso cost averaging, correct, Trina? So,
okay.
is-split lang talaga yung fund nila here across the 15 stocks.
Okay. Yan. So yan yung pwede natin pagbasihan, yung D15 benchmark ni Dragonfly. Okay. So, yan. Most of these, okay, so ito yung nasa listahan ko. Okay, kasi may sarili doon akong listahan. Yan. Yan, if you would look at yung yields, for example, PLDT, LTG, Metrobank, DMC, OGP, and Semirara, yan mga 7% and higher yung returns. So imagine, yung mga returns kasi ng REITs ngayon, parang mga nasa 5 to 7% na lang naglalaro. Okay, when I started, mga nasa 7 to 8%. But again, yung interest rates natin pababa na. Okay, so we can complement it with cash cows, okay, na higher yields. Okay, syempre, Ang difference lang is, di ba sa REITs, hindi ka mag-worry kung mababayaran ka this quarter. With cash cows, it's operations dependent. Okay, for example, you go for Semirara. Okay, Semirara is a coal mining company. So you have to care about coal prices globally kasi dyan kumikita si Semirara. Ganun din si OGP. Okay, so si OGP yung favorite cash cow ko. I've been yapping about it since last year. Yan. It's a gold mining company. Okay, so ako as an investor in OGP, I have to care about gold prices then. Okay, and we know the gold prices have gone up significantly because of all the tariff wars globally. Okay, so yung risk management natin, it's operations dependent, and kapag cash cows, from the name itself, you milk it while it lasts. Okay, kumbaga, real estate, siguro pwede mo pantulugan kasi yung risk mo lang naman pag office is yung mga BPOs, let's say may exodus of BPOs, or may exodus of tenants sa shopping malls. Okay, and that kind of event, imposibleng hindi makarating sa yung balita. Okay, but with cash cows, you have to care about yung earnings niya. Okay, so every quarter, binabantayan natin yung quarterly earnings nila to check for financial health. Okay, kasi again, dun galing yung dividends natin. So for example, si Semirara, it used to give mga 7 pesos cash dividends ng 2023, bumaba to 6 ng 2024, then bumaba to possibly 4 this year. Okay, 4 pesos per share. Okay, so yan. Yan yung mga kailangan nating bantayan. Okay? And why do we care about yung higher dividend yields or ROI? Kasi the higher your ROI, the more affordable financial freedom becomes. Okay? Yung example ko na 7% ROI per year, let's say, di ba, you have 40,000 monthly living expenses, you would need 9.6 M. Okay? But if you can make 8% ROI, nakatipid ka ng 1.2 M. Okay? And it gets cheaper the higher your return. Okay? But, and I want you to look at yung 4% ROI per year. Okay? Kasi sa mga savings, kahit pa high yield savings yan, net of taxes, mga ganyan lang din yung makukuha ninyo. Okay? Kung 4% ROI lang yung kaya mo per year, you would need an extra 7.2 M. Okay? So at 7% ROI, 10 M okay na. Okay? But kung 4% lang kaya mo, you need 16.8 M. Okay? That's why we need to also care about our returns. Okay? Now, for the fund naman, si Manulife GMADI Feeder Fund. So it's Manulife Global Multi-Asset Diversified Income Feeder Fund. Okay? And what I like about this fund is it's monthly paying. Okay? Ang tagal ko na kasi naghahanap ng monthly paying na fund that is more than 6% returns. Okay, so far, nung tinignan ko yung prospectus niya, it's earning more than 6.6 or around 6.6%. Okay, tapos tinignan ko, yan, naka-invest siya sa high yield bonds, okay, mga stocks, okay, na developed market stocks. Yan, tsaka may investment grade bonds din siya. Okay, so para lang gets nyo why it's considered aggressive. When we say high yield bonds, they're also known as junk bonds. Okay, so they pay higher interest rates kasi mas mababa yung credit ratings nila compared to investment grade bonds. Okay, yung mga investment grade bonds kasi, yan yung mababa lang yung offers nila kasi low risk din sila. Okay? Yan. So mga high yield bonds usually mga startups yan, mga capital intensive companies. Okay, kaya mas mataas yung interest rate sa kanila. Okay, in terms of yung holdings niya, yung tinignan ko, it has a mix of yung mga government bonds, like yung dalawang yan. Okay, and we also have yung popular tech stocks, like yan, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. Okay, so it's a good mix. Okay, and again, I like it kasi it's monthly paying. Okay, kasi the more frequent yung payouts, the more powerful yung snowballing power niya. Okay, tapos yan, distribution yield, nakakapagbigay talaga siya every month. Okay. And yung last for this Hakuna Matata Fund would be yung PERA or yung Personal Equity Retirement Account. Okay, so this is a voluntary retirement saving program na pwedeng pandagdag sa SSS and GSIS nyo. And since this is yung flagship product or service or product ni Dragonfly, I'll let Aaron explain sa inyo what this does.
Yeah, thank you for that, Trina. Actually, this para program that we're planning to launch soon, very powerful talaga siya for me. Kasi for me, I think this is the closest thing that we'll have to having a like a life hack, kumbaga. Kasi it's really powerful in a way that pag nagpasok ka kasi ng pera sa pera account mo, you will not get tax eh. Like a portion of what you put there. Tapos pag kukunin mo na, wala ring capital gains tax. And on top of that, when you are going to pass it on to your loved ones, you won't get taxed as well. Kasi usually, meron tayong estate tax na tinatawag, di ba? So here are all the benefits that one can enjoy when you open a para account. So number one is increased total employee compensation. Because when you contribute to your para account, hindi, for example lang, if you max contribute 200,000 pesos, a portion of that, let's say 50,000 or 60,000 pesos of that, galing siya sa binayad mong tax to the government. So kumbaga yung nilabas mo lang in that sense is 140,000 pesos. So in that way, parang you're already ahead by 30% already. So that's a really powerful thing kasi may buffer ka na that will help you mitigate the risk in the stock market. Number two is the tax-free investment growth. So as I mentioned kanina, na hindi lahat ng 200,000 pesos sa'yo galing. Like a part of it came from the taxes that you're supposed to pay to the government, right? And so that spread or that difference makes like a really big difference when it comes to compounding your money over a long period of time. So kaya siya very powerful then. And next is 5% tax credit. So whatever money you put into your pair account, let's say you contributed 200,000 pesos for that year, 5% of that you can get it back as a tax credit. So that's around 10,000 pesos. And fourth is wealth accumulation. So actually, when you max out your pera account for non-OFWs, it's 200,000 per year. No minimum again, pero if you max out 200,000, by after 40 years, it's going to be around 31 million pesos. So as Trina mentioned, no, kanina nabanggit niya na parang you just need 10 million pesos to yield you 40,000 pesos per month. But imagine if you have 30 million pesos by the time of your retirement, edi nasa mga, I would say times three, so mga 120,000. Correct. So that's a really more comfortable retirement if we're talking. And lastly is no estate tax. So again, when you want to pass it on na to your kids, for example, sana hindi mangyari, right? But then further down the line, we are going to pass it on to our loved ones. And once that happens, hindi rin natin kailangan magbayad ng taxes on transferring our pera account. So next. And actually, you could, pag nag-open ka na ng pera account mo, you can invest it into multiple investment vehicles. That's depending on how risk averse you are. Ibig sabihin, depending on how much of a risk taker you are, pwede kang pumili kung saan mo ilalagay yung funds or yung pera mo. So for example, you're someone na mas conservative ka talaga, you absolutely hate the idea of like seeing your money uh, move up and down even though kahit na dividend stocks medyo mas stable naman. If gusto mo ng very sureball money, then you can invest it into like bonds or funds. Kasi mixture yan ng pag funds, mixture siya ng stocks, tapos may mga bonds din siya, ganyan. But if you want to be a little bit more ambitious, especially to the younger part ng audience natin today, for example, if you're in the 20s, 30s, or even early 40s, then you might want to put it into dividend paying stocks as well. And the good thing about here, Trina, I don't know if you know, have heard sa news, no? They're going to bring back the withholding tax pag nag-invest yung mga tao sa, I think for long-term investments, like mga time deposits na 5 year and above. So, and I think medyo naging trending siya, no? Kasi parang they're trying to put taxes on those long-term time deposits. Pero again, when you use Pera account or when you use your Pera account, you won't get tax yung mga withholding tax na to. So next slide. All right, so back to you, Trina. Ano ba tong Hakuna Matata portfolio summary na to?
Okay. Thank you, Aaron. And I do believe na much needed natin yung pera na yan. Kasi yan na yung parang equivalent, closest thing we can have to a Roth IRA dito sa Philippines. Okay, so yan yung summary ng Hakuna Matata portfolio. Okay, you have growing REITs, okay, with emphasis on growing. Okay, wag yung dying REITs kasi guaranteed quarterly payouts yan and may capital gains ka rin kasi nga growing sila. Cash cow stocks for the higher ROI, okay, kailangan lang bantayan, but yan, higher yung yield. Okay, kasi the higher your ROI, the more affordable financial freedom becomes. The Manulife Jumadi Fund, it's a monthly paying fund with good returns, 'di ba? So bills natin kasi monthly yan eh. So ang ganda na meron tayo nito. Okay, and then yung pera, it's one of the best ways to skip the taxes talaga. Okay? Yan, yung risks lang, of course, again, investments pa rin yung mga yan. So even yung REITs mo, na hawak mo, may mga vacancy risk yan. Eh, cash cows, operational, depende kung sinong cash cow pinili mo. Eh, di ba kunwari, kung LTG yan, that yung risk mo is si PNB and yung tobacco business. Okay. Yung Manulife Jumadi Fund, yan yung fund manager risk, medyo wala naman tayong control doon. And yung pera is yung lock-up risk. Okay? So sa pera kasi, you get to skip those taxes, pero nalalock up yung pera nyo until you are 55 years old. Okay? So, yeah, between a diversified or a concentrated portfolio, for your Hakuna Matata portfolio, it's just a matter of philosophy. Okay? Kasi tama naman sila na when you diversify, nasa spread mo yung risk. Diba? So let's say over time, you have these three, kunwari lang, nag-average yung risk nila. Okay, yung cons lang is marami kang babantayan for due diligence. Okay, whereas a concentrated portfolio, um, yeah, concentrated portfolio is mag-handpick ka talaga ng best of the best. And of course, concentrated yung risk, pero konti lang din yung babantayan mo. Okay, so ako personally, mas concentrated portfolio. Okay, but there is nothing wrong with having a diversified portfolio. In fact, um, nag-start ako concentrated portfolio, but by virtue of REIT prices increasing or going up, napapadiversify na din ako. Okay, so yan, lahat ng yan, okay yung mga yan. Ako, I am aiming just for these three. Okay, kasi habit ko rin naman na everyday nakabantay ako sa markets. Okay, but yung pera, sobrang good yan for a lot of the employees na walang oras, magtingin-tingin. Okay, now dito naman tayo sa Care for Parents portfolio. Okay, so I know maraming Filipino parents hindi prepared for retirement. And it's hard to focus sa sarili natin kapag kailangan pa natin alagaan yung parents natin. And a lot of people, di ba kaltas lang sa paycheck, bigay kay mama at papa, but you can also let your investments take care of your parents then. Okay? So yung best capital allocation for this portfolio is it will start to feel powerful once umabot na kayo ng 500,000 pesos. Okay? So why 500,000? Okay, let's say an ROI of 7%. Okay, it will give you 35,000 pesos for the year. Okay, or this amount quarterly, semi-annually, or monthly. Okay, diba? So pwede niyang sagutin yung maintenance medicines, trips to malls, HMOs, okay, or whatever man yung kailangan ng parents natin. Okay, and again, family care is a shared responsibility. So all able-bodied and productive siblings, pwede kayo mag-team up para maghulog-hulog for this fund. Okay? And ang maganda dito, let's say gumraduate na sa Earth yung parents ninyo, yung 500,000, hindi yan nawala. Okay? Nandyan lang yan. You can always withdraw it tapos i-share nyo sa inyong magkakapatid. Okay? So this is one of the best ways talaga na maalagaan natin yung mga parents. Okay, so what makes sense for this portfolio? Yan, passive income investments din para all of you siblings, pwede kayo mag-focus lang sa work nyo, high ROI, frequent payouts na madaling i-withdraw. Okay, so between a diversified or concentrated portfolio, for me, mas nagbe-make sense dito yung concentrated portfolio. Okay, okay lang din naman mag-diversify. Okay, but with a concentrated portfolio of kahit yan, yung Jumadi Feeder Fund para monthly, kumikita yung fund. Okay, and yan, pipili ka ng cash cow that you want to milk yung high ROIs. Okay?
I think Trina, I really liked what you said about like preparing for your parents, di ba? Kasi I
Ah,
don't think it's being talked enough eh. Actually, this topic is medyo taboo siya for Filipino families, right? Na
yes.
parang pagka kailangan ng mag-contribute for the parents, doon lang siya lumilitaw sa usapan. But then it's never being talked about way ahead. And so if we actually like, sabi mo nga, prepare for it early on and like let our money do the work for us na in taking care of our parents, I think that's really a good way to go about it moving forward talaga.
Yes, win-win din siya. Tsaka meron ng law na dinideliberate kayo na ipipinalize na yung mga anak na hindi daw magko-contribute or aalagaan yung parents. Parang may
Mm.
gano'n na tayo. But here, it's a win-win. Okay? Kasi, di ba, nagtulong-tulong kayo to pool that funds for that portfolio. Tapos you let the gains from the investment take care of your parents. Okay? So, hindi siya yung sunog lang ng sunog. Okay? Kasi doon nasasaktan yung mga tao. 'Di ba? Ang tagal kong pinag-ipunan yung salary ko tapos nasusunog lang siya every month. Okay? Yan. So yung Gmadi and the cash cow, for me that makes sense. Okay? But again, with cash cows, may due diligence lang tayo dyan na kailangan nating bantayan um, yung operations nung company na pinili natin. Okay, dito naman tayo sa house and car starter portfolio. Okay, so di ba who doesn't want their own home and car? Unfortunately, itong lifestyle upgrade din ang nagtatrap sa middle class into wage slavery. Okay, and sometimes it takes 10 or more years to fully pay off a house or a car. Kasi even after down payment, di ba tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan. Okay, so isa pa yan sa mga mabibigat na sunk cost na pwede naman na instead of just relying on your paycheck, kasi when you're only relying on your paycheck to pay for a house or a car, it only takes a sudden job layoff or a medical emergency. Tapos, yun, baka i-surrender mo lang yung car or house kapag nawala yung paycheck natin. Okay, so the smarter way or discarded to go about it is, it's a mix of investment returns and cash. Yan yung pambabayad nyo sa down payment and sa loans. Okay, kasi yan, it's smart to use loans, 'di ba, to pay for yan yung mga cars. Okay, and yung discard natin dito is just to work backwards, similar to yung Hakuna Matata portfolio natin. Okay, so yung capital needed to pay for the monthly amortization, 'di ba? You multiply it by 12, okay, para makuha mo yung per year divided by a 7% ROI. Okay, again, nakita nyo, with cash cows and REITs, kayang-kaya gawin yung 7% ROI sa stocks. Okay, so for example, gusto mo ng itong car na to, yung Vios 1.3x ECVT. Okay, after mong bayad ng down payment, yung monthly amortization mo is around this much, mga 12,264 pesos per month. Okay, so work backwards, kung meron kang 2.1M, di ba, invested with at least 7% ROI, pwedeng yung investment na yung fully nagbabayad dun sa loan ng kotse mo. Okay, but again, if it's too much, 'di ba? Even if your gains can shoulder at least partially 25% or 50% of your monthly amortization, that would still be a great strategy. Okay, and for this portfolio, again, very important din yung ROI, kasi the higher your ROI, the more affordable it is. Diba? If you can get a 9%, let's say with OGP na 11% return, kahit 9% lang, you only need mga 1.6 M. Okay, so again, between a diversified or a concentrated portfolio, I am more inclined to go with a concentrated portfolio for this one. Okay, kasi gusto natin makuha yung higher returns. Okay, yan. So cash cow stocks can be a mix of cash cow stocks and yung Gmadi feeder fund. Okay, kasi every month yung monthly amortization natin. Okay, next, dito tayo sa kids graduation gift portfolio. Okay, so yung mga, this is for parents or aspiring parents, like before pa kayo mag-anak, at least alam nyo na yung pwede nyong gawin or diskartehan. So babies and children have time as their most abundant asset. Okay, you can maximize it. Gawa kayo ng interest for accounts, Dragonfly with your child. Tapos, yan, gawan nyo sila ng fund. So by the time na lumaki at gumraduate sila, may significant head start na sila. Hindi yung sila pa magbibuild ng emergency funds nila, sila pa mag-i-insure sa sarili nila. Yan. Okay? So, kung uso yung trust fund baby sa US, sana mauso sa atin yung mga snowball fund babies. Okay? So, from birth to preschool, you can use yung cash gifts ng mga relatives and loved ones to build this portfolio. And as soon as children start receiving their allowance from you, that is the start of their education on money. So dun pa lang, sa allowance nila, pwedeng nagbubukod na kayo and dun nyo sila natuturuan ng powers of compounding. Okay? As soon as they start learning about percentages, okay, which is I think grade 5 or grade 4, pwede nyo nang silang kausapin about money. Okay? And do not underestimate the power of setting aside money kahit sa allowance lang nila, kahit maliit. Okay? Kasi you have 18 to 23 years to build this fund for your kid. Okay? So, yan, 100 pesos per month after 23 years. Yan. And syempre, the bigger you're able to set aside for your kid, the bigger din yung returns niyan. Okay? So, I would invest this in some passive income investments na mahaba ang runway, okay, which is REITs and Manulife Gmadi, and long-term growth investments na sasabayang lumaki yung bata. Okay? So again, dito, okay lang diversified or concentrated. What I like the Gmadi fund here kasi di ba every month, so dito pwede nyo nang turuan na, o di ba naghulog ka ng 1,000 pesos last quarter, ngayon ito na yung income ng investment mo. Yan, pwede nyo gawin yun sa kids nyo. Okay, with the monthly paying fund. Okay, now, something a little bit advanced is long-term growth investments. Okay, so this is not the same as passive income investing. Okay, and ibang-iba yung literacies that you need to be able to pick a long-term growth investment. Kasi yung literacy na kailangan nyo dito is all about timing the market and maximizing cycles. Okay? So, yan. Dito kasi sa stocks, di ba, one of the ways that you earn is through capital gains and through passive income or cash dividends. Dito, ima-maximize natin yung capital gains. Okay? Kasi, yan, sa market natin, we have these cycles. So, I'm not gonna go into detail dito kasi hindi naman to kasya in 1 hour. Okay? But, for me, if if determined kayo to learn the ways of investors talaga, aralin nyo din to. Okay? So, yan, yun yung cycles natin. Okay? Ang example niyan, si DigiPlus. Okay? So, si DigiPlus, yan, naabutan na, yan, from 2019 to 2021, lugi yung company na yan. Okay, until nagkaroon siya ng turnaround noong 2022, and ngayon, 2025, alam natin lahat kung gaano kasikat tong company na to. Okay, so naabutan natin siya, nung baby pa lang siya, until nag-grow siya, okay, and until naging ginto siya. Okay, so just today, itong stock na to, bumabagsak na, okay, which for me, yan, nandito na siya sa downtrend phase. Okay, but again, hindi nyo magigets yun if you're not literate pagdating sa timing the market or technical analysis. Okay? Yan. So yun yung mga life and family foundations. Okay? For life enjoyment naman, you can have a multi-purpose active trading portfolio. Okay? So sa content ko sa Snowball Fund, I call this the fast track fund. Okay? So yun yung mga tinetrade mo talaga. Buy low, sell high. Okay? Practice kayo dito sa Philippine stock market. Okay? Kasi sa crypto, sa forex, yan, sa mga global, yan, mas volatile yung mga yan. Okay? And when you have a multi-purpose active trading portfolio, let's say kumita yan. So for example, for me, yan, I made gains dito kay Bloomberry recently. Okay? Yan, 30% in 1 week. Tapos, baka isang sakay pa ako, 10% in 1 week before siya bumagsak. And yung gains na yon, it paid for 3 days and 2 nights in Tagaytay. Kasama na yung change oil ng car, yung gas, everything. Okay, so parang I traveled for free. Okay, and yung snowballers ko, they know this. Karoon ako na isang trade recently din na yan, one day, I made 20% in one day. Tapos yung gains nun, yun yung ginamit ko sa mid-year get-together ng Snowball Club. So pwede siyang ganyan. Okay, but I can't elaborate more kasi this is not a technical analysis class, but that is something that you guys can look forward to learning pa. Okay? So, yan. Yung reality is, capital is limited. Okay? So, ang saya mag-imagine ng napakaraming portfolios na pwede nyong i-build. Okay? So, we need to prioritize and synergize. Okay? So, again, 4 decades lang meron tayo, yung productive years natin. Huwag nyo naman din isipin na kailangan mag-isa lang kayo sa goals nyo. Kasi it can be a teamwork. Okay? Family can be you and your parents, you and your siblings, you and your life partner. Yan, pwede kayo magtulungan. Okay? Yan. And at the bare minimum, and at least this is what I teach sa Snowball Club ko, there are 2 funds that you can create. Yan, yung Hakuna Matata Fund nyo or your passive income fund and your fast track fund. Okay? So yan, at the very least, dapat magkahiwalay yan. That's why I love na may multiple accounts si Dragonfly kasi pwede nyong i-separate. Okay? Hindi yung lahat ng passive income fund mo nandun din sa trading fund. Ang mangyayari doon, madederail kayo sa strategies nyo. Makakalimutan nyo na, hinawakan ko nga pala to for the passive income. Okay? Yan. So what I teach is sa passive income fund nyo, pwede namang yan yung nagbe-build ng stability pillars nyo over time. Okay? So for example, kakagraduate ko lang, meron na akong job, okay? Kumikita ako, okay? I'm building my snowball fund, and once it reaches kahit mga 200K lang, okay? Mararamdaman nyo na yan. It can start to pay for your insurance premiums. Okay? Pagtapos na yon, pwedeng siya na yung mag-build ng emergency fund. Or wait, sorry, dapat baliktad pala to. Emergency fund muna. Tapos yung insurance premiums nyo. Okay? And then, pag okay na yan, di ba? Tapos lumalaki lang na lumalaki yung passive income fund nyo. Then, maybe it can pay for yung monthly amortizations nyo ng car or house. And then, let's say, graduate yung kids mo, ayan, pwede rin pang tuition. Okay? Let's say umabot ng millions na yung passive income fund nyo, kaya na niyan bayaran yung tuition. Okay? So, ang dami nyong pwedeng i-prioritize dyan sa sa snowball fund nyo. Okay? And then yung fast track fund, when you learn active trading strategies, di ba, yung gains from that can be life enjoyment. Okay? Para naman di kayo, di ba, broke lang ng broke. Or, yung iba, i-park nyo sa passive income fund nyo. Okay, so at the very least, kung nahihirapan kayo mag-imagine, you have these 2 funds. Okay, so yun lang from my end. Yan, you can scan this QR code to open a Dragonfly account. Yan, everything actionable for you guys. You can also join the Snowball Club. Yan, marami akong free resources, including this one, this partnership with Dragonfly. Yan, you can also sign up sa newsletters ni Mercado Barkada. And kung gusto niyo ng one-on-one, let's say, hindi kayo masyadong tech savvy or ayaw niyo nag-join ng mga ganito, you can also book a personalized coaching session. Okay, so yun lang from my end. I'll give the floor back to Aaron.
All right. Thank you for that, Rina. So actually, I learned a lot from your presentation. So daming insights ko nakuha, like about having pwede pala na magtutulungan kayo for your parents and planning ahead of time, right? Tapos I also loved what you said about um you investing for a car, like having a separate multiple account to invest for your car. Kasi para kang naghulugan, pero you did it in advance before buying the car. Parang binigyan mo yung sarili mo ng head start so that you can pay for the hulugan. So actually now, next slide please. I'd like to invite everyone na if you guys have questions, again, feel free to put them sa chat box so that we can take note of your questions and Trina and I can answer some of them. So, ano nga ba yung first question natin? Next slide, please. All right, our first question is the para benefit applicable to funds like the GMADI, which typically are net of fees or taxes? So that's correct. So typically, normally, when you receive your payout from GMADI, they're net of fees and taxes na. For this one, I believe it would be dependent on which fund are we talking about. I'd have to confirm, pero once we have pera already, uh, I think it would be dependent. Some of the funds might be net of fees na and some of them baka pwedeng isama sa pera. But for most of them, I think pwede silang isama sa pera. Alright, next slide please. Alright, the next question is the pera account only for employees? Ayan. So actually, that's a good question. So actually, pera account is open for everyone. So, but the but it's much more powerful, I would say, if your HR is partnered with Dragonfly or is working together with Dragonfly for your pera accounts. Kasi in that way, um, that's where we can get yung sinasabi ko kanina na if you put 200,000, you get to save around 50, 40,000. Pero if you don't have a partnered HR kasi that's working together with Dragonfly, siguro yung tax savings mo na lang on that is around mga 5 to 10%, which is pretty big pa rin. But mas marami lang talaga yung tax savings na makukuha mo if your HR is partnered with Dragonfly or working with Dragonfly. But kasi, again, with pair account kasi, not only do you get to save up on dun sa nilagay mong contribution, pero hindi ka rin nagbabayad ng withholding tax eh. Which I mentioned kanina na uh, it's a very big topic as well because kung iisipin mo yung mga time deposits and yung mga long-term investments like bonds, ganyan, kunyari they will promote it as they will give you around 5%. But in reality, when you net off withholding tax and fees, ang makukuha mo na lang is 4%. And going back to what Rina mentioned, that 1% difference, that will make, like sobrang laking difference niya when computing for yung kailangan mo na investment, right? Total investment para pwede mong i-retire yung sarili mo. Next question, please. Actually, it's puro Dragonfly questions ah. But all right, next is, does Dragonfly have a list of dividend paying companies that number one never missed paying dividends in the last 10 years? Number two never decreases its annual dividend payment. Either it stays the same or it keeps increasing and annually in the last 10 years. So another good question. So actually yung mga nilista niyo po dito, these are already dumaan na sila ng checklist ng sa ating Dragonfly Dividend 15 benchmarks. So yung D15 benchmark natin, kumbaga nadaanan niyo na yung mga checklist na yan. So all of them are already safe sa D15 benchmark. Next slide, please. Are there any dividend kings in the PSE? So ikaw, Trina, what's your opinion on this one? Paano mo masasabi na etong stock na to, it's a dividend king?
When we say dividend king, pwede kasing kung tinitingnan mo lang yung ROI, then yun yung mga cash cow. But for me, dividend kings din, mga REITs, kasi ano yan eh, growing. Diba? Growing dividends yan. Kasi yung caveat, when a company is too generous sa pag bigay ng dividends, they're not parking a lot of money for growth. Okay? Except REITs. Okay? Yung REITs, dadagdagan lang ng assets, tapos growing na ng growing ng growing yung dividends niyan. Okay? So for me, REITs and cash cows, yan yung dividend kings natin.
I see. Also, I guess ako naman, for me, when this person talks about dividend kings, probably I would associate it to a market leader siguro, no? Or like a leader that has been paying dividends really well for a very long period of time. And what comes to mind talaga, walang kamatayang ICT eh. 'Di ba? ICT, both price performance and as to how fast they're growing their dividends, it has been one of the most best performing stock talaga here in the PSEI. But usually kasi nag-iiba din eh. Siguro I guess pwede rin ma-dethrone tong mga stocks na to, right, Trina?
Yes.
Sometimes they get so much sure na they could pay only a very little part na lang of their earnings. Tapos, meron ng bagong dividend king in that sense. So,
Tama.
I think that's we do our homework talaga every day.
Tama.
All right. Next slide, please. So for the Dragonfly mobile or web, does it have a feature where you can set your own portfolio and a buy below price so I can buy my cash cow stocks in one go? So again, a good question. So far, we don't have this feature yet. But then what we do have is when you go to our signature portfolios, so basically, yan yung listahan ng mga basket of stocks. Kumbaga, para siyang preset of stocks na pipili ka na lang which one is for you. And so in that sense, when you click the signature portfolio, makikita mo naman doon yung buy below price. So what I would recommend for people to do is, again, I guess at least once a day or once a week, revisit nyo lang kung ano ba yung mga nasa buy below doon. Tapos, pag gusto nyo na silang bilhin, then you can click buy. Alright. Next slide, please. Can I have both trading account and investment account, but on the same company? Example, PLDT. So what's your take on this one, Trina?
Good question siya for me. Kasi, for example, yung REITs, at least ever since I started, parang ang laki na nung capital gains. But again, yan yung maganda by making it clear na itong portfolio, I am invested in them for the cash flow. Okay, so it helps na kahit i-separate mo sila. Okay, and even sa trading account mo, you can have PLDT, you can have the REITs, di ba? Especially before the asset announcement, the asset infusion announcement, kasi may capital gains naman talaga yan. Basta clear lang sa'yo whether you bought it for the passive income or you bought it kasi gusto mo ibenta ng mas mataas in the future.
All right. Actually, that's a nice take. And again, yung maganda dito na meron ka separate account nga is like kapag, for example, market panic, no? Like, sometimes when you have it in port, then tapos save stock pa, pag may panic event, hello?
Ayan, choppy ka,
Hello?
Aaron.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Ayan. So actually, what I was saying was, pag one stock lang, tapos one portfolio din, pag may panic event, you're sobrang tempted mo talaga to sell everything, 'di ba? Hindi mo na may mental math, alin ba dito yung for trading ko nga ulit and alin ba dito yung for passive income ko. So that's a really good thing about multiple accounts.
Yeah. I also want to add, bakit kailangan hiwalayan? Kasi when you understand dividends, the lower the stock price, the higher your dividend yields. So kapag bumababa yung presyo, na-excite ka pang bumili kasi tumataas yung passive income returns mo. Whereas sa trading, it has to be clear, hindi yan yung binili mo, bumagsak ng bumagsak, tapos biglang, ay sige, passive income ko na lang siya. Okay, so para lang hindi nag-chop suey din yung strategies natin.
All right. Next question, please. Actually, also, someone's asking pala, Trina, how do they join your Snowball Club?
You can check the link sa profile ko na lang. So, yung link tree ko. So, you can go to any of my socials. Just mag-ingat lang po kayo sa fake accounts, sa imposters, kasi marami sila. So, yan. You can go to linktree/Trinabilities. Tapos, meron dong sign up form for the Snowball Club. So, even sa Snowball Club, maraming Dragonfly users. Okay, and medyo similar din kasi yung tinuturo ko. Si Dragonfly, meron din siya nung dividend fund, tas may strategic growth fund din sila. So parang ganun lang din yung tortoise and hare ko.
Do you know the Spider-Man meme na it's just the same the same Spider-Man looking at each other?
Oo,
Ganun
ganun.
din yan. Same dividend investors talaga.
Ito for Dragonfly.
This one, pwede pa balik daw po sa Dividend 15 benchmark. So yeah, so actually yung Dividend 15 benchmark, again, the way it works is that si Dragonfly, kami na yung nag-filter, kami na yung pipili what we think are the best 15 dividend paying stocks dito sa Philippines. So parang imagine mo na lang na we did the homework for you guys na. So all you have to do is to diversify your funds in them. Kaya 15 stocks yun nandyan para syempre if one or two of them medyo pangit yung performance, you still have 13 best dividend paying stocks, right? So ang gagawin mo is once every time na meron kang extra cash, you split that cash into 15 of these stocks. So for example, at the end of this, then you can split it dun sa 15 stocks na to. Or pwede mo rin siyang ipunin tapos is-split mo sa 15 stocks para umabot ka rin sa odd lot. Alright? Next slide, please. May fee po ba mag-open ng Dragonfly? So actually, free po mag-open ng Dragonfly account. So all you need is as little as 1,000 pesos. Pero yung 1,000 pesos na to, this is what you use to invest. So the 1,000 pesos, you don't pay it to Dragonfly. But sa'yo po yan, and you're just going to use it to invest here in the local stock market. Next slide, please. Can you open various accounts for Pera? If yes, how does it affect the tax credit incentive given to it? So shall the bank automatically issue you the certificate of tax credit upon investment, or how will it be treated to the income tax of an employee? So again, very good question. So actually, this is one, if I'm not mistaken, one Pera account is to one employee. So you can't open multiple Pera accounts. But what you could do is to have a separate multiple account para that's where you do your kunyari you wanted to get a separate passive income portfolio like what Rina said, or gusto mo na may separate ka pa na trading portfolio, then you just can like open multiple accounts, pero yung parent account mo mismo, it's going to be limited to one lang per person. And then what you're talking about naman na about the complications of handling the documents. So you won't be doing any of that. So once you open a Dragonfly account and once you talk to your HR, it's going to be your HR and Dragonfly doing all the lift for you. So it's going to be as easy and smooth as possible for you as a user.
Para talagang Roth IRA.
Oo, parang Roth IRA na talaga siya. So again, really a game changer talaga if you're going to ask me. Okay, the next question is, can contributors with Pera account from a different administrator transfer their portfolio under Dragonfly? So this one I'd have to check. I'd still have to check if kung ano yung process when it comes to transferring your portfolio, like yung Pera portfolio mo before. But for a lot of times kasi, I think people confuse them. Sabi nila meron na daw silang Pera accounts. But then sometimes hindi pala talaga siya Pera account. It's just something similar. So we'll have to double check that one once we launch the Pera already. All right. For Pera, is it going to be the same as Roth IRA? Like when you partnered with the company and Dragonfly, your monthly contributions will be deducted before taxes. Is that what you mean by 40% tax free? So actually, this tax bracket will depend, sorry, the tax incentive will depend on which tax bracket you fall under. So iba-iba kasi yan depending on your salary. So minsan, di ba your salary is like, kunyari, 0 to 25,000 or 25 to 50, 50 to 100. So yung tax incentive mod will depend depending on which tax bracket you fall under. But yes, once the way it's going to work is kapag gusto mong mag-contribute sa Pera account mo, you're just going to tell your HR na, hi HR, I want to put 20,000 this month or I want to put 5,000 pesos this month. Ganun mo siya gagawin. Or you can also do it from your app. So, very flexible indeed. So that's again another important consideration or thing to know na it doesn't have to be standard or uniform yung contributions mo every month. Pwedeng this month may extra ka, so you put more. The next month, mas konti yung extra mo, so you put less. This one, Trina, ano daw yung dividend yield? Newbie daw kasi talaga siya.
Okay, yung dividend yield, it's the same as yung ROI or return on investment. And you compute it by dividing yung magkano yung cash dividend na binigay ng stock divided by yung kung magkano mo siya nabili. Okay, so yan yung passive income returns mo. So yan, very important yan na alam nyo. Okay, so I'm not sure if Dragonfly auto-computes it for you kasi alam ko magkaka-div snap si Dragonfly in the future. Pero maganda na kayo din mismo aware kayo kung magkano yung dividend yield ninyo.
Yeah, actually, I think that's one for the pipeline. So, that's a very nice feature nga, no? Kasi para
Yeah.
alam mo if like on track ka ba dun sa ROI and how much do you need more para kaya mo na mag-retire passively.
Yeah, exciting for me yung div snaps ni
Oo.
Dragon.
And yung another tawag ko rin talaga sa dividend yield is payout eh. Kasi parang sinesweldohan ka talaga niya, right? So, okay.
Yes.
For busy professionals regarding REITs, MGM, DIFF, is it okay to invest no matter how much as it can be as long as I afford the price? Purpose is long term. I'm not familiar with MGM, DIFF.
Or yan ba
Or,
yung Gmadi Fund?
that's the GMADI fund na.
Oo.
Masyado lang abbreviate lang. Okay. Yes, actually the for the funds, I mean the way it's designed is for passive contributions talaga din. I mean when you're talking about a fund like this na very diversified na, it's all about time in the markets na lang. So basically gagawin mo lang is to set aside a portion of your salary or your money and then you contribute to this fund over a long period of time. So that's how it's designed. Or
Yes.
ikaw ba?
Sa
Yeah.
REITs naman, ito yung sinasabi ko about being a dividend investor. Kasi it defies yung popular strategies. Kasi dito panalo ka when prices go up and when prices go down. Okay, what do I mean? Sa REITs, kahit bumababa yung price, as long as kumikita pa rin naman yung company, okay, tumataas yung returns mo. So instead of panicking, hala, pula yung portfolio ko. 'Di ba? May excite ka pang bumili. Kasi you, a dividends literate person, alam mo, kapag bumababa yung price, tumataas yung dividend yield mo. Okay? Kapag tumaas naman yung price, yes, yung passive income returns mo nag-shrink, pero meron kang capital gains. Okay? So hindi mo siya kailangang i-overthink. Okay? Ako ang ginagawa ko, very clear lang sa akin. For example, kay MREIT, kung nasaan yung, kunyari, from this price to this price, andito yung 6 to 7% yield. Okay, so kailangan clear lang sa inyo yung ganun. Okay. So kunyari, 14.98 pesos. So if I'm able to buy MREIT below on at 14.98 or below, yan, I will get my 6% net dividend yield every year. Okay, so ganyan pag REITs. You don't really need to overthink so much. Hala, bibili na ba ako? Hihintayin ko muna bang bumaba? Pwede ka maghulog-hulog na.
Hmm. But I just wanted to add as well, Trina, na just to align expectations with our audience. Sometimes the REITs can get a little bit volatile then, right? Especially kapag yung interest rates natin gumagalaw, you would see na yung REITs talaga, they move along with it. Like, kapag for nyari, umakyat na yung interest rates natin, then we see REITs falling, right? And then kapag magkakat naman yung interest rates or bababa na yung interest rates, umaakyat naman yung prices ng REITs. All right.
Yes. Tama.
Next question, please. All right. For dividends, is it better to sell day after X date or during the record date?
For me, the reason why hindi ko gusto yung mga frequent payouts, kasi yan yung binibenta on X date. Like, for example, let's say bumili ka before X date, tapos ibenta mo during X date, technically makakakuha ka pa rin naman ng dividends. But let's say yung dividends is, let's say 5%, and you sell it at a 3% loss. Kunwari lang. So yung real return mo, di ba, net of 10% tax na din, is just 2%. So for me, um, for example sa REITs, it doesn't make sense to keep doing that. Yung parang tinitrade mo yung passive income investments mo. Kasi hindi ka sure kung babalik ba siya ever sa mababang cost. Okay, let me use si A-REIT as an example. A-REIT started 27 pesos, ngayon nasa 40 pesos na. Okay, so if ikaw yung type na bili ka before X date, tapos binibenta mo kapag nag-X date siya, parang there's no guarantee for you na mabibili mo na siya ulit sa 27, 28, 29, yung ganyan. So, kaya kailangan clear sa'yo kung let's say tinitrade mo lang ba talaga siya or hinahawakan mo for passive income. Yung X-day trading, siguro okay yan kapag cash cow. Okay? Kasi the goal is to milk it while it lasts.
Yes, I agree. Ako naman for me, Trina, parang I would just advise the majority of our audience na not to overtrade the dividends, right? Kasi medyo mahirap din talaga siya laruin eh, in honesty. So if it's the best way or best approach talaga, especially if long-term ka naman and dividend investor ka, is just to hold through those X date and record dates, diba? Not bother timing the market na. Next slide, please. How do you describe what active trading means? Is it a timeline or is it mas specific ba siya to the number of days, weeks, or even months?
Active trading, ito yung timing the market. Kasi time in the market, yan yung, for example, passive income investing. Basta hawak mo lang and okay yung earnings ng company, kikita at kikita ka quarterly, monthly, yearly. Yan. Yan yung time in the market. Timing the market has a lot to do with playing with the patterns sa volatility ng markets. Okay, kasi um, with the volatility of stocks, okay, dyan natin na-grow in or na-multiply in crazy ways yung pera natin. But we also have to be careful kasi yan, di ba, high risk, high reward. Okay, so in terms of timeline, I guess it depends kasi there are many ways to do active trading. Okay, so merong mga nagde-day trade, which for me, hindi masyadong nagagawa yun sa Philippine stock market natin. Iba naman casual traders, yung iba active traders. Yan. So it really depends.
Yep. And it's really, sabi mo nga, it's really dependent on sino ba talaga sila as a participant in the market, right? How much time can they dedicate here in the stock market? Or ano yung lifestyle nila, kumbaga.
Tama.
So, next slide, please. So this
Sabing
question
question.
for para sa'yo, Trina. So if you're strictly a dividend investor, is there a specific time of the year, season, or quarter na you mark as a must invest time? Also, do you also remove on sell or buy on X date?
I'm not strictly a dividend investor. Like I showed kanina, di ba, yung core principles na tinuturo ko sa Snowball Club, yun din yung strategy na ginagawa ko. I have a passive income fund and an active trading fund. But what I am just making popular sa content ko is the passive income fund. Okay, kasi not everybody can be traders, but everybody can be snowballers. Okay, so um, yung must invest time, okay, especially for the passive income fund, yan yung nung nag-peak yung interest rates natin. Okay, so just like yung sinabi ni Aaron, tama yun. Okay, sumusunod lang yung dividend yields, okay, sa interest rates being set by the central bank. Okay, so that is also why I started my content last year kasi parang ako, uy, it's about time. Parang kailan ba ulit mangyayari to na sobrang taas ng interest rates natin? Parang now is the time to be a snowballer. Okay, so yun yung must invest time. In terms of being too late, hindi pa rin naman too late kasi mga REITs natin, mahaba pa yung growth runway niyan. And kita nyo naman yung cash cows, di ba? May mga 7 to 11% per year. Hindi rin ako nag buy and sell on X date. Hindi ako nagaganon. Kung hold ako, hold ako. Kasi hindi ko makita yung point na sinestress ko yung sarili ko. Yan. But for people who do that, di ba, sell on X date, pag bumababa yung price, especially if it's a good stock, then masaya sumalo sa ganun.
Yes. And actually, I agree with you, Trina, na yung mga REITs natin ngayon, they're actually aggressively trying to
Okay.
grow as well. Kita mo ba na ang dami nila? So you see like yung to RCR, correct? So hello, can you hear me?
Yan, okay. Yeah, we can.
Ayan. So I was saying na the REITs are aggressively trying to expand as well. Na the Gokong Ways are infusing like kunyari 9 malls to RCR recently, then Ayala to AREIT infusing malls as well. So yes, actually going back to the question pala kanina nung pwede ba yung GMADI sa pera, like yung tax incentives niya. So I double checked and yung answer there is that the fund has to be a pera certified fund. So hindi siya applicable to all funds talaga. So kailangan parang pera friendly yung fund before you can get all those tax incentives. So all right. So, Trina, any last words to our audience before I take it away?
Um, yung naging motivation ko talaga is yung gasgas na quote ni Warren Buffett. Yung if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Okay, nung
Hmm.
narinig ko lang yun once, parang it guided all of my career and investing choices. So, I know a lot of people will resonate doon kasi we are in this era of wars, job loss, artificial intelligence. So, this is the way that you guys can secure yourselves and your families. Okay, kasi ayoko naman na, let's say, mawalan kayo ng trabaho, di ba? Kasi papalitan ng AI, yung mga ganyang fears. Ayaw naman natin na, ano tayo, tsugi tayo, okay, or handicap. Okay, so yan, learn to invest. Invest as early as you can. Sinunod ko lang yung mga paulit-ulit na sinasabi ng mga long-time investors. Kinig ako, and now I'm here. So I hope it's the same sa inyo.
Yeah, actually, I agree with what you said, Trina, especially about AI is moving so fast today. And ang sabi nga is parang now it's becoming a time for, it's being an age wherein age of investors talaga, kumbaga. Kasi your efficiency of labor, sobrang, imbes na before kailangan ng 10 people, now kailangan 2 or 3 people na lang eh. So your labor isn't as efficient anymore, but your money is. So kunyari, once you use that money, you invest it into stocks, eh yung stocks or companies na to, sobrang tataas yung kita nila eh, because with the help of AI, they're becoming more efficient then. So I think that's where we are moving talaga, like age of investors. So with that, Trina, actually I have like a few slides lang yata left. I'd like to invite everyone lang to check out yung QR code namin for those people na haven't downloaded Dragonfly yet and you wanted to have a head start in your investment journey. Gusto mo nang simulan yung tinatawag nating dividend investing. Then you can scan these QR codes. So we are available on both the App Store and Google Play. And next, and if you want to get updated naman on what's happening at Dragonfly, like what features we are launching next, who are we partnering next, then you might want to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube at Dragonfly HQ. So with that, I'd like to thank you, Trina, for indulging our audience today, and likewise to our audience for spending their Thursday night with us. So sana everyone learned a lot, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you,
Thank you,
Dragonfly.
Trina. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.